Right guys, we're gonna make a deal here, okay? If I can get to the end of the video without saying season rather than chapter, then you have to hit that like button for me, okay?
Guys, I'm gonna try so hard in this, okay?
But if you guys are new around here, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, as it does help out the video and channel tremendously. Or maybe just save that like until the end of the video if I can do this. But the reason why we are here today, guys, we are going to be rating every single chapter out of 10. We are basically going to start from the lowest to the highest. I would also love to know what yours are going to be as well, so make sure to put down in the comment section down below and let's just see how close mine and yours match. So I think we're going to start at the bottom, guys, and we're going to start with Chapter 8, the Carnival. And I'm going to be rating this map a 1 out of 10. Guys, when I go on this map, I absolutely hate it. I don't know why, but it just seems to be the map that always comes up. And I find that it's the map where most people steal things from beneath your nose. So for that reason, that's why I'm scoring the Carnival a 1 out of 10. I would just like to say before we move on, guys, we are not taking in the storyline into consideration. We are basing our marks simply around the map. Anyhow, moving on, marking this map a 2 out of 10, we are going to go with Chapter 10, the Mall. Now this one may come as a surprise to you guys, and I understand, because the further everything goes on, the more people get interested in new maps. However, taking the storyline away from the mall, playing this one, I just cannot wait for this map to finish. With a few glitches in the map as well, with Mandy Mouse getting stuck in the vents, the map just didn't really come together for me. And also, the crowbar that you need to find is so hard to find, just simply because of how small that object actually is. So that is why I rated Chapter 10 a 2 out of 10. Moving on to 3 out of 10. The Hospital, which is Chapter 6. Gotcha! Almost said season, but I didn't. It's Chapter 6, guys. Now, my understanding of this map is that it is a lot of people's least favourite to play. And I can understand why. Going down all of the alleyways, there's just so much in the way. Alleyways? I meant corridors. And all of this potion making malarkey, it just is a bit meh. So yes, I do get the fact that a lot of people do not like the Hospital, but I would much prefer to play it over the Carnival and the mall map. Moving on, rating this chapter a 4 out of 10 is the Gallery. Now the aesthetic of the map actually works out pretty well, I guess, but that spiral staircase is just too deathly. One moment you'll be starting at the bottom of that staircase, walking all the way up, and then you're just about to get to the top when Piggy comes and kills you. Now write down in the comment section down below if this has caught you out quite a few times, because it has with me. So yes, technically Gallery, it does work pretty well. I just think that the spiral staircases could have been improved just a little bit more, but I get the fact that they're trying to add new things into these maps. The next one that we are rating a 5 out of 10 is going to be the Forest. So in Chapter 4, the Forest is a dark woodland where Doggy does get infected. Now, as annoying as it is to see Doggy walking around and, you know, just lighting up your head every 2 seconds, I actually quite like this map. Sometimes for me, simplicity is just the best way forward. With the whole campfire thing as well, where you have to light it up and it's just something a little bit different, I like that aspect. I really like that aspect. And that's the whole point of trying to melt the ice to get the key to then get out, and then the wrenches which turn on all the 3 generators. I like that aspect of it. I do like the Forest. So that was 5 out of 10, guys. So how are we doing between mine and yours so far? Moving on to 6 out of 10, we are going to be doing the school map, which is Chapter 5. Again, the simplicity of the school map I really like. Just a couple of objects to get in the way down the corridors, but nothing major. Also, opening up to like the big sports halls and all of that sort of stuff. I really like the idea of the school map, and it does hold quite a few interesting parts to the storyline. Now, I just have to explain about that. I know we wasn't going to mark it based on the storyline, But because this map actually includes the chalkboard, which I know I've spoken about an awful lot, I just like the fact that the storyline did start from here. Kind of, if you know what I mean. So that's why I rated the school a 6 out of 10. Next up, 7 out of 10, we are going to be going to the house, which is chapter 1. Now I feel like I've actually rated this one quite well, just simply because of 7 out of 10 is kind of in the upper part of this, and it is the OG map. Now I don't think that the Piggy maps had quite developed as well as they had in future episodes. However, the map was extremely good fun to play. The only thing that they do need to improve is trying to get that white key out of that bucket. And apart from that, this map is pretty golden. So guys, we have 3 chapters left. We have the metro, the station, and the city. Now, which order are we going to put them in? Ranking at an 8 out of 10, it is going to be the city. So in chapter 9, that's where we have met Zizzy and Pony. And between us, we're all trying to escape the city.
With Grandma walking around like a little bit of a tortoise, you know, she's pretty slow, not gonna lie.
The map is really good fun to do, and pretty much straightforward as well. When you have objects that are pretty much self-explanatory for themselves, that's when the map comes together pretty well as well. What does a fire extinguisher do? It extinguishes fire. What does dynamite do? It blows up something. Just objects that are pretty self-explanatory for themselves really do help out the map, which is why going back to chapter 10 in the mall, the crowbar just doesn't really work for me. Again, you guys may think different, so that's completely fine, but this is just my opinion. Alright, so 2 maps left, guys. We are going to go to the metro. So the metro hit our screens in chapter 7. Now this was a pretty big part of the storyline. Again, I'm not going to mark it over the storyline, but the map itself was just so good. Again, the simplicity for me just really helped the map. And I liked the fact of the train trying to take us away towards the end. I don't think we've necessarily had anything like that takes us away. Now going back to the carnival, they could have used the roller coaster to try and take us away, but they didn't. Now I know what you're saying, how is a roller coaster going to take you away? It loops back round and it comes back to the beginning. However, I feel like that was a missed opportunity with being creative and taking the roller coaster off on a different track or something like that. That would have made it so much better. Kind of like a Mr. P's sort of creation of escaping the carnival.
Man, I'm getting too ahead of myself, I know.
But yes, so we did mark the Metro Chapter 7 a 9 out of 10, which I think is pretty high, not gonna lie. I think that one may have surprised you guys a little bit. But moving on to the 10 out of 10, coming in first place is Chapter 2, The Station. Now, once a new chapter comes out and it's never as good as The Station, once the hype is over, I am always going back to the station and always wanting to play on that map. The only little iffy thing about the station is the green river where you cannot walk over, so maybe adding 2 planks may have helped, or maybe just a plank straight through the middle. I think that would have helped out an awful lot. But nonetheless, I think the chapter 2 map on the station is just the best one out of all 10 so far. So how did I do? I don't think I said season at all in that video. I'm going to have to go edit it now and just double check. So if I did pretty well and I only said chapters, then make sure to hit the like button and let me know in the comment section down below. And you know what? If I did say season, then feel free to give this video a dislike.
I really don't care.
So that was my rankings from 1st to 10th in Roblox Piggy. What did you guys think? Anyway guys, I hope you all did enjoy this video of Roblox Piggy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you all in the next one.